Hey, what's up, everyone? Pasay Bota here. We are now in this another edition of our predictions for the play-ins. So this would be the last day of play-ins, and by the way, this won't be for today. These games would be on Friday night, so that'll be Saturday morning here in Manila. So let's discuss the first play-in. This will be in the Eastern Conference. So this will be Chicago Bulls going up against Miami Heat, and that'll happen at around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's gonna be 7 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. Again, I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, yesterday we were correct on both our predictions. We went 2 out of 2. On the first day of our play-in, we just went 1 out of 2. So we'll see what's going to happen on this particular game date. Okay. Right, so by the way, the spread that is given is minus 5.5, and that's actually given towards the home team, that is the Miami Heat. We all know how the Heat actually was put into this particular situation. They went up against Atlanta Hawks, but then they lost to Atlanta Hawks by double digits. I don't know if you guys were able to watch that game. The Heat got dominated by the Hawks in the first half. Miami had some sort of a run in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, but again, ending the game was Atlanta Hawks winning over Miami by double digits. Now, for Chicago Bulls, they went up against Toronto Raptors, so they were on the road that night. That was last night, by the way. And they were down by, like, I don't know, like, was it as high as 18, 19 points? I don't know, but the lead was huge, right? And again, they were on the road, so a lot of people were already losing faith with Chicago. I got some of my friends in the States, in Vietnam, and here in the Philippines, sending me messages. Hey, bro, Chicago won't be able to make it. Blah blah blah. But as you can see, Chicago Bulls actually just stayed right there, and thanks to their bench, who actually provided a lot of energy. Sometime in the third quarter, they were able to come back. And thanks to LaVine, who actually provided, man, huge baskets, and his offensive demeanor was just great. So Chicago Bulls actually defeated Toronto Raptors, and Toronto Raptors, they were actually shocked with what happened. They were in control first quarter to third quarter, but then it was Chicago Bulls who actually brought home the W, and that's actually how these two teams are fighting for this particular position. They are fighting for the last spot in the playoffs, which is number 8. The winner would go up against my Milwaukee Bucks. So I wonder how that could be a prize, but it is what it is. They would number 8 would go up against number 1, and we all know number 1 is Milwaukee Bucks. Um, well, we can just discard what you call this, the fatigue factor, because again, both teams would be having their rest day, so both teams will be prepared and all that. In terms of momentum, though, we got to give it to Chicago Bulls. That kind of comeback actually, pumps everyone up. Even those players who did not play, because they were stuck in the bench and all that, that will actually pump them up. Now for Miami Heat, that kind of loss. Wherein they were actually expected to win that game. I thought that Miami would actually win that game against Atlanta. I thought that Miami Heat would actually cover the spread, but it was totally the other way around. No, those kind of losses are the ones that would really hurt. Not saying that they would not be able to recover from that. Miami Heat is a very good team. They got a very good coach. But again, that kind of loss would really hurt. Spread of minus 5.5. Mm, uh, in these kind of situations, that's a bit big, especially going up against Chicago Bulls. And again, Chicago Bulls got momentum now. And you can see Zach LaVine is scoring like shit. You know what I'm saying? He can actually score inside and out. He can do whatever he wants to do. He can get a foul. He can actually do some dribble drives, and he can actually get those fouls, and he can actually kick it out in the 3 point territory. And there would be some shooters for Bulls waiting out there. Now, mind you, DeMar DeRozan didn't really have a very good game against Toronto. So just imagine if DeMar DeRozan would actually, would actually explode too. So that's going to be a huge, huge problem for Miami Heat. Again, Miami Heat would still be the better would be the better team. They are at home, so that's another advantage for Miami. And as you can see, they have a deeper bench. Miami Heat, they got a deeper bench as compared to Chicago Bulls, but Chicago Bulls, they got a bench which are young and which can actually provide energy, which actually provided them some hustle and some defense, which gave them the lead back. This is gonna be tough. I mean, I'm looking at Miami Heat. I kind of lost my trust with them a bit. I'm not saying that Miami Heat would not be able to win this, but I'm looking at Miami Heat possibly winning the game, but not covering the spread. So I'm gonna pick Chicago Bulls, and I'm gonna take that plus 5.5. I guess that's the best and that's the safest way around this particular game. But just like what happened in that Toronto versus Chicago game, I'm not going to be surprised if Chicago would actually win this one outright. But my pick would be Chicago Bulls plus 5.5. That will be a very good pick. Chicago Bulls on fire. DeMar DeRozan, I'm expecting a bounce back game from him. Miami Heat, a bit discombobulated and all that. 5.5 spread for Chicago plus 5.5. That will be the best pick for me. Again, that's Chicago plus 5.5. Peace out, Pasay Love, and God bless.